Test What Teachers Tea Room. Here, you will learn useful tips on how to teach with Test What textbook to achieve the learning objectives in the curriculum. Join us for today's session on the difference between honesty and loyalty.
Can one be loyal to someone without being honest to that person?
Okay, while you people were discussing the difference between loyalty and honesty, I sat behind, I was tapping at someone that there's a thin line between the two. Because if you look at it in language term, honesty is being straightforward. Loyalty is paying allegiance to someone. So there's a possibility that you might pay allegiance to someone, but you're not honest. You're just trying to, join the bandwagon.
Bootlick.
Yes, bootlick the person. Be a
Sycophant.
Sycophant. Thank you. Towards the person. So there's a thin line between the two. Then you can also be honest, but you're not loyal. If you're a person that is straightforward, you don't mince word, there's a possibility that you might not be loyal to someone. And let's be honest here. If you're loyal, if you're the type of person that is always loyal to someone, there's a possibility that you will lie. You might be an honest person. Let's take politics, for example. Politicians, they have their sycophants. Hey, just like, the last election, they be hailing them, they've done well, you've done this. But behind, they're not saying the truth. They're just paying allegiance probably because of the, financial benefit they will get from the person, but they're not being honest. So it's possible that you can be loyal and you're not honest, and you can be an honest person without being loyal, without paying allegiance to someone.
By and large, I want to add that loyalty is important, but don't be loyal to the wrong person. Be ready to back out when it is wrong, because if you don't back out, it will come back to bite you. The next question, I'm going to throw it to he's not here anymore. Yeah. Okay, I'm coming to you, sir. So let me just throw this to Mr. Olamigoke. Sir, good evening. Please share more tips on how teachers can prepare students for junior WAEC with these books.
Yeah, the concept in this text is very, 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 let me use the word explicit.
Okay.
Take them through the concept and make sure you monitor, you give them question as a feedback on, because if you are talking about junior WAEC, in Beckel we have two aspects. The first one is algebraic aspect. The whole question 1 to 60 is algebra, and in that algebra you have simple equation, expression, quadratic equation, quadratic expression. You have manipulations of numbers and letters. And in this text, the GSS 1, GSS 2 has done justice on algebra. Take them through the concept and make sure the practical book and workbook, you give them questions to solve. Please don't do homework at all time. Give them question in the class. Take a little explanation of the concept and allow them to solve question, because these days students, they can deceive you.
Something that you stood for somebody in his class at a time, and you discovered something that you discovered. There is something going on in IGCSE class now, that you go to Extreme Paper, you download past question and answers, and you package it. Students collect, they go through, you throw questions in class, they got it. Now, if they are doing that and they are passing both the internal and external exam, how can we be very sure that they are getting proper training? How can we be very sure? Because you discovered that, and in the real sense, that is going on. in physics, chemistry, maths, all subjects. You go to the net, you download. You can download about 5 years questions. No, it goes on to say something about the curriculum, the context in which we were talking at a time, that is it that Nigerian curriculum is not so good as that of a British? What we have, all our students, when they go there, they perform excellently well. All of the time, not just all of the time, they perform excellently well. That is for British curriculum. But for our Nigerian curriculum, are they really doing well? That they are not doing well, is it their fault? Is it the fault of the system? Is it the fault of the teacher? Those are things.
Thank you very much, sir. For every living being, we have our principle. Yes. Thank you, sir. We are different. We have different kind of human being, different countries, different everything. We have principles. And our own principle is different from theirs. That you can even assess the question on net, all their questions, doesn't say the questions are not difficult. I will prepare the textbooks, the questions for them. I will not print the question and the solution. I have packs for my students. I will give them. I will teach them the concept. The difference between Nigerian curriculum mathematics and British curriculum mathematics is just they have their own pack, their question. You can assess it. But Nigeria, we can't predict Nigerian question. You can only say graph is sure. And in that graph, you don't know the one that will come. But in IGCSE, I will tell you business mathematics is the first one in paper 4. That's their own principle. I was under a lecturer that taught me, and he gave us question. He gave us open test. He said then in Manchester, they will give us our question. That's like that. We have principle. We just have to. Maybe our nation will just pick up some things and also pick their idea. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, to add to what he just said, I take English and literature. One thing I discovered about the IGCSE literature is their questions are so simplified that the student will be able to attempt. Now, take for instance, poems. They set questions on poems and they give extract of that poems to the student in the exam. They did not ask them inductive questions. But WAEC will not give you that. They want you to cram all the poems. So when I ask my student, okay, we are doing a particular poem, Business Popular, everybody let's cram. They be cramming. Why?
But what does it tell you? Education is tougher in Nigeria, and that's why they get there and they do well. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, we just love you. We hope you've learned. I have also learned. It's been a wonderful session. Tomorrow is a super session for school administrators. Come on board. Let's do it together. On this note, I say a very big thank you to our intellectuals here. You've been wonderful. You are the very best. Tomorrow, you must all take a bow. Our online participants will say thank you. You've been with us. Because of you, we're doing all this. To TechSWOT publishers, oh my days, a big thank you to you. God keep you for us. To all our camera crew, God bless you. You've been so patient. You've been wonderful. From this side, yours truly, and I say thank you.
If you have enjoyed the session, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel at Teachers Tea Room. Thanks for watching.